Are Trey Parker and Matt Stone immune to cancel culture? Creators of the hit Comedy Central show South Park have long been known for pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable to say and show on television.
Are there lines that you won't cross? No.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker were very aware that times were changing, and sooner rather than later, they were going to get run out of town. Even jokingly on the Nerdist podcast with Chris Hardwick a few years back, they made it very clear that they have been prepared for this moment their entire career.
I think South Park is one of the last pieces. You know, South Park, Rick and Morty, there's a couple shows that I think are just like the last pieces of safe social satire. And I don't mean safe in terms of how you approach comedy, but I mean in terms of you guys can get away with anything and it's okay. And so I think you're one of the last real voices for actual satire without going, God, are people going to be upset if we say this? Or is this going to... Because it doesn't really...
Well, and that was really what that season with PC Principal was about, was we really were starting... The culture was changing and colleges were changing to the point that we thought, okay, this is coming. It's coming. Eventually, one of these days now, we're going to get... How dare they fucking did that and we're going to get run out of town.
Right.
What people don't realize is we've been waiting for that moment for 20 years. Like, we seriously thought that was going to happen 20 years ago. And then we did the South Park movie and we're like, okay, we're definitely getting run out of town. And we did Team American. We're like, okay, we are getting fucking run out of town. And so we're just kind of hanging out, waiting for it to happen. We all have backup plans. You know, it's like we have other shit we can do, you know, and we have things we're good at and we have... You know, we're both still Colorado boys, you know, so it was always, we're always waiting to like, okay, when we go back to Colorado, you know.
Even with cancel culture being on the rise in the past couple years, Parker and Stone have maintained their approach to doing essentially whatever they want with the series, regardless of any potential backlash.
Shit, we may not make it. Like this fucking thing may just fall apart, you know.
It was interesting because the year before you guys were kind of invigorated by that season 19 and the whole PC subplot because it was something that stuck in your craw and you felt like very few people could go there. And you guys did the whole season.
Well, but it was easy because it was about us. It was about, okay, where do we fit in now?
Right.
And you know, the whole way that season started was we got together in the room after, you know, our break and we got in saying, man, things feel different now. You know, it's like, I don't think we could make fun of Caitlyn Jenner. I think we'd be done if we did that. And we're like, yeah, and like that's just like, well, and then we started saying, well, that's messed up. Like we really for the first time felt like, man, we can't do that. We will get in way too big a trouble. So we, of course, like we always did.
Concession for you guys.
Yeah, no, but like we always do. Then we started going, okay, well, how could we do it? and you know, it was just what was funny to me was. What was funny to us was that it was right at the time when all the stuff about her killing someone in a car had just happened, and how that was just all being completely. It was like you couldn't even say that. It's like you couldn't even say, "Well, she did kill someone in a car." It was like, "Oh, dude, you hate you hate anyone that's not just totally male or female." You know what I mean? Like, and so. It started going, okay, well, we can't make fun of her, but maybe we make fun of the fact that we can't make fun of her. And that started that first episode. And then by episode 2, we had her just running over people in her car.
South Park came in at a time where you didn't have to worry too much about it being politically correct. And since the show is so far along, they're put into this unique position where you're kind of expecting them to be offensive. I think the genius of the show is that it spares no one. You can mock anyone, as long as you're taking the air out of yourself and doing it sincerely. As long as no one is safe, anything goes. It's as simple as that. That's how great stand-up comedians like Dave Chappelle are able to joke around about sensitive issues or topics. Thankfully, it doesn't look like South Park will be canceled anytime soon. In August 2021, news broke that the creators signed a hefty $900 million deal to produce 6 more seasons as well as 14 new movies. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more about some of your favorite comedians. Until next time.